Hi everyone, it's Mitch, and it is Wednesday, November 7th, 2018, here with your free live shows. Of course, we're here live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Been at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for a while now, and we might be changing the time soon. Gonna have to figure this one out. You guys know I live in Hawaii, and the difference is that the time changed on Sunday to the time changed, but where I live, the time doesn't change. So it makes it not as convenient as a time for me, but in the meantime, we will make it work because it is still pitch black outside, so I won't be able to get in the water, go surfing. So probably for the short term, we'll just stick right here at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll figure it out later. As you guys can see, those of you watching on Facebook can see, we have a different camera configuration there, and this is the tripod that I bought when I was in Las Vegas, and I'll tell you, it took us almost 2 years to get it, but I think we finally nailed it as far as the camera angle and the camera and everything, and of course they'll come out with a newer, better camera right when we have this figured out. But I think this tripod was worth it, and I had switched to this tripod for the YouTube broadcast a while ago, and I really liked it, and that's why we switched to it for this one. So just excited to, as we always progress, one less thing to worry about. One more thing that we can just concentrate, of course, on the picks and getting on some winners. Of course, college basketball season started yesterday. We're 2-1 in the premium area. You guys know I don't like to recap on these shows, and we can't, talking about yesterday's picks doesn't help us much, but the thing is that in the in the premium area, I had Kansas minus 5.5. I mean, they're winning the whole game by double digits, and then they can't hit a couple of free throws down the stretch to cover for us. Meanwhile, hopefully a lot of the premium members got it at 4.5. I know it was at 5 and 4.5, so a long time, and hopefully most of the premium members got it. I put it in the night before when it was 5.5, so I took a loss on it in the premium area. My bet, I won, but we also had Notre Dame and of course Duke. So hopefully people at least got the push. Derek saying he got the push on. I'm going to guess that most people probably got at least a push on that one. Like I said, in my record, it counts as a loss, so doesn't matter. We had that. It is what it is. I don't care as long as everybody wins. I don't really care. What it is for my record. Of course, Duke was the easy winner, and we had Notre Dame, which was also a super easy winner. But anyways, we do 3 free picks every single day. Best bets always over at sportschatplace.com, Premium Plus, and sportschatexperts.com. I'm back home in Hawaii. I'm here for a couple of weeks, and then it is back to Vegas. So hopefully, I won't have to travel as much coming up, but the near-term schedule doesn't look promising as far as that goes. So we'll just do the best that we can wherever we are, and that's what we do. So the title today says college football and NBA picks. I also want to do college basketball pick on the show as well. I don't think YouTube would allow me to put that in. We'll try it though, right? Let's see what we can do. NBA pick, college basketball pick, and college football pick. So, yeah, for those of you that are newer to the show, what happens is YouTube doesn't let me put the information into the video until after the video starts. So while I wait for people to join the show, I do it. And Adam is saying I've been a much kinder Mitch for 2018. That was my New Year's resolution for 2018, not to be an asshole and be a grump. It doesn't mean we're gonna let everybody get away with whatever they want to get away with. we're still going to keep some order here, but we're just going to do it in a little bit more kinder, gentler fashion. I know some people, according to my email, don't think that that's the case, but tough shit on them, right? We do the best that we can, and we're gonna try and do it. Anyways, best bets always over at sportschatexperts.com, and of course, sportschatplace.com Premium and Premium Plus. I'm kind of really liking the NBA right now. I think that at the beginning of the season it was really difficult, and I think now it's been getting a little bit more comfortable for us. I always like a lot of dogs, and I think that the dogs is where the value always is in the NBA, because people get so carried away because there's so many superstars and so many great players in the NBA, but there's also so many other people, there's also so many other, everyone that can play in the NBA is good. The rosters are small, so everybody on an NBA, there's no scrubs in the NBA, that's for sure. So let's just take a look at some of this at an NBA game for today. There's two of them that I was really looking at that I didn't put as premium picks, aside from our dog of the day pick. And one of those is the Raptors -8 against the Kings. The Kings have been throwing up three-pointers like no one's business. 3-0 against the number at home and 7-3 against the spread overall. The Kings 6-4, not a bad team at all, and they've been doing it the way that the NBA rules kind of tell them how to do it, and that's just they just chuck threes all day. Meanwhile, the Raptors have just looked absolutely dominant. 3-2 against the number on the road, 6-4 against the number overall, as the public has kind of caught on to just how good this team is. I made a mistake of going against the Raptors on this show the other day. I don't think I'm going to make that mistake again. I'm going to take the Toronto Raptors. Going to ride the hot hand. I know I said I like the dogs, but in this case, I'm going to take the favorite, even though I think that this is a high-scoring game, and we see the total in this one jump from 224.5 to 232. So the Kings, the world knows the Kings are just going to be throwing them up. These NBA totals are just monster, and I think that playing to these younger players in the NBA and kind of feeding into what they bring to the game has made the NBA a lot better product than what we've seen in recent years. And that's why we see that it's not just the Warriors that are running away and playing some solid basketball. Look at the Raptors. Look at the Bucks. Look at the Jazz. Look at the way these teams are playing. The Denver Nuggets. They're all putting together just huge amounts of wins out there. And at least a great start to the season so far in the NBA. I love the new rules, and there's no reason for the players to pass it around for 15 seconds when we all know what's going to happen, right? A guy's open. He's got an open shot. Shoot the ball, right? This is the NBA. Anyways, took the Raptors, going to lay the 8 points. Of course, we do 3 free picks at least every single day on this show. Our best bet's always over at sportschatexperts.com. Got 2 college football games tonight, and of course we have free picks on every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. On this show, we only cover the games that are on the day of the show, except on Fridays when it's Free for All Friday, and all of the games that we go over on the show come from questions on both our YouTube and Facebook live audience. So that's the only day that it's different, but outside of that, I only go over the games that are that day. On Fridays, we go over any games on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, whether they're premium picks or not. It just goes by yours. So anyways, going to go to college football. And in this one, Miami of Ohio hosting Ohio. The line in this one has jumped. It was 3, now it's 4.5, where Ohio's laying it. And the total actually has gone down from 63 to 61.5. But what we saw last week from Miami of Ohio against Buffalo was that this was a team that was matching score for score with Buffalo. We've seen the Ohio defense have some cracks, but we've seen the offense be able to put up points in a very, very big way. I like the over in this game. I know it's going in the other direction from 63 down to 61.5, but I'm gonna take the over in the Miami of Ohio game, and that'll be our second pick for today's show. Of course, we do free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets are over at sportschatexperts.com. Today's in sportschatexperts.com. I have picks in both college football games against the spread, and then I have 3 NBA picks in there as well. Cheryl Bryant doesn't watch my other videos, asking a question about a video pick that I already gave out. Anyways, let's get to let's go to college basketball, which started yesterday, and I'll tell you, a lot of favorites really rolling yesterday. Yeah, we have hockey picks on every game every day at sportschatplace.com, and those guys that do the hockey on the site are way better at it than I am. You rarely see me I've given, in 10 years, I've given out maybe 4 premium hockey picks ever. So there are guys that are just way better at it than I am, and I leave it to them. Kyle Campo at sportschatplace.com, he's also at sportschatexperts.com, is the best hockey picker on the internet. I will put him up against anyone at any site, anywhere, any capper that says they're the best hockey or whatever. I will put Kyle up against any of them over the course of the season. And if you look at his numbers over the seasons, no one's even close. That's the only sport he does. And he is fantastic at it. He's been with me at Sports Chat Place since day one. He's been with us for 10 years at Sports Chat Place doing the hockey. And, you know, he's not as involved as he used to be. But, yeah, my email is definitely not invalid. It's Mitch at sportschatplace.com. Anyways, yeah, that Northern Illinois Toledo's in the premium area as far as the against the spread pick. Kyle Campo is the capper at Sports Chat Experts. He's also one of our he also gives free picks at sportschatplace.com. I'll type it right there in the comments. You can see it. That's his name. He is the best at hockey in the business. He's the best hockey handicapper I have ever seen. And I will, I'll go to my grave saying that. My shirt's messed up. But anyways, we got free picks every single game, every single day at sportschatplace.com. Our best bets over at sportschatexperts.com. So let's get to I want to talk college basketball real quickly here. We got Cincinnati taking on Ohio State, and this is a real interesting game because, well, these teams never play each other. So, you know, both in the same state, but Ohio State is kind of condescending when it comes to sports in the state. They played each other in football a few years ago, and it was at Paul Brown Stadium, and actually it was a nail-biter of a game where Cincinnati had Ohio State dead to rights and were unable to close the deal. But I'll tell you, in hoops, Cincinnati has probably been the better team over the last 25 years, even though Ohio State has made it to some finals. But Cincinnati makes it to the NCAA tournament every single year. And this team is absolutely stacked once again. And I'll tell you, with the game being at Cincinnati, expected to be a hostile environment for the Buckeyes. I don't think those Cincinnati fans are going to give up their tickets to the Buckeye fans, honestly. I think they're going to show up at this game, and I think they're going to show up in droves, and I think that it is going to be pretty ugly. I think that the Bearcats are going to be fired up because, like I said, they just don't get cracks at Ohio State. These teams have not played each other in a very, very long time. They haven't played each other since 2012. And before that, it was 2006. So these teams play each other about every 6 or 7 years. And Cincinnati did not win either of those games. But, of course, Ohio State was beat by Gonzaga in the NCAA tournament on St. Patrick's Day. That's the first round last time we saw them. And, of course, Cincinnati lost that game to Nevada that they were up by a ton and let it get away from them. But I'll tell you, I like Cincinnati in this one. The line in this one has gone up to 5.5, and for good reason, because the Bearcats are going to come out for blood. They're going to put their foot on the throat, and I expect them to squash Ohio State, and it's going to be a big party in the Queen City tonight. I like Cincinnati in this one over Ohio State, and I think it's one of those games that I know there's talent on both sides of the court, but there's just a lot more to this game. It's kind of like when we saw Dayton against Ohio State a few years ago, another team that's proximity, very close to each other, but Ohio State will not give them a game. So it's like if they don't give them a game, it's not Dayton's unwillingness to play, it's Ohio State. So when Dayton gets the choice at them, got the shot at them, they beat them because they were just so much more into the game, so much more focused in the game. It was so much more of a meaningful game. And for every player, every fan, and everyone that follows the program, just a gigantic game. Well, for Ohio State, they couldn't even understand the magnitude of it because they just thought they were so much better than everybody else. And I think we're going to see that with Cincinnati tonight, and I really expect the Bearcats to blow them out. And I'll tell you, as a fan of sports and a fan of college sports, I hope they blow them out. I hope they take it to them because, when a team ducks another team the way that Ohio State has ducked Cincinnati, you deserve what you get. And I think that I expect, if Cincinnati is up by a pretty big score in this one, which I expect to happen, I expect them to pour it on. And this one could get really, really big. The line's 5.5, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Cincinnati win by 20. Anyways, gave out 3 free picks here. We took the Toronto Raptors. We took Toronto Raptors laying the points. We took the over in the Miami of Ohio game, and then we took the Cincinnati Bearcats to blow out Ohio State tonight in Cincinnati. This is Mitch. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll do 3 free picks. We got NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, all going on right now in NHL. Sports Chat Place, we cover them all 100% free, and of course, Sports Chat Experts, that's where you get the best bets. Have a great day, everyone.